Hello, my name is Caden Davis, and the three things in this chapter that I found to be the most influential and help me prepare for the speeches I have in the future the most were the ethics behind the speaker, the preparedness of the speaker, and the time that it takes to prepare for a speech, and how that impacts the way that the speech will flow, and the impact it will have on those in the audience, and then also the truth behind the speaker, and that how a good speech is a truthful speech. For the first one, ethics, it's very important to have a good ethical backing and belief system behind the speech that is being given. One example of a good speaker with bad ethics was Hitler. He was an extremely good orator, and he spoke with poise and power, and so that led him to be a very influential leader in his country. However, the ethics behind his speech, we all know, were not good. His speech led to the death of hundreds of thousands of people, and the ethics behind his speech, though his speech was powerful, the power of speech was used in improper ways. The second thing that I found very influential in the chapter was the preparedness that you have to have for a speech. The privilege of standing on a stage and giving a speech to those in the audience, or having any audience at all listen to you and what you have to say, is it's an extremely large responsibility that you have to take on. And so the time that you spend preparing for that is what you owe your audience. As it said in the chapter, if you give a speech to 200 people, a half an hour speech, and you screwed up and you waste time, then you waste 30 minutes of your time on stage, as well as probably 2 hours of time of prep time. Maybe you took that, maybe you didn't. But so if you give a speech to 200 people, you not only wasted half an hour of your time, but you also wasted around 100 hours of the audience's collective time. And so the time you have on stage is a valuable time. And so the more you prepare for that, the better your speech will flow and the more impactful it will be. And the third thing that I found very influential during the chapter was that it is extremely important to have your speech be true. And it reminds me of a Bible verse that says, think on things that are true and good and righteous. And that we need to have the speeches that we give be truthful, and that lends validity to the speaker in having true speech. And that leads to a more powerful speech because what you're saying is true. And so it upholds the privilege of being on stage based on that you're using that space to voice true, good things. And those are the three things that I will try to implement into my speech, try to make sure that the speeches that I will give in the future, I have the right motive behind, and that I am preparing for those speeches the proper amount, that I spend a large amount of time planning and working for those speeches. That way they come across in a very influential way. And then also that I want my speeches that I give to be truthful, that I want them to be my words, and I want them to be what I believe. And I want that all those things to come together and make me a better speaker. Thank you.